because I actually have a serious story I'd like to tell you guys about.
Okay.
Let's be serious.
If there's any scammers, there's any hustlers that are listening right now, and you're trying to make some money doing illegal shit, I just want to say in the beginning, I don't condone any of this.
But
this is wrong. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't break the law. In no way are we supporting the breaking of the law on this podcast. Yeah. That being said, if somebody was to break the law, here is a great way to do it where you can make a lot of money fast. Okay? Please don't harm anybody. Okay? There's this blogger girl that my Jew wife ought to be, my Jew fiance, his Jew
fiance,
yeah, this Jew broad that I live with, and is gonna be my wife. That I'm gonna make little Julets, little Jew kids with.
Can you raise them Hasidic?
You know what's crazy? My kids are gonna be Jewish, and yours aren't.
Wow! Wow!
Crazy?
Oh fuck!
Yeah. Raise him Hasidic just to rub it in his face. Please.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm going modern Orth.
Hey, that's why he wants everybody to post a blue square so he can see which Christian girls he could fuck.
Oh my God! So you weed out the blues.
Yeah.
What a fucking sellout. Anyway, scammers, listen up. Hustlers, listen up. Okay, so don't do this. I'm saying don't do this. My girl follows this blogger or vlogger, right? And she's a fashion vlogger, right? And her name is Tamara Kalinic is her name, right? I think she lives in Paris, whatever. And she talks about, getting bags and how to get bags from these fancy places, et cetera. The bags are very hard to get. It's kind of like sneakers with us. A drop is hard to get a hold of. You have to pay crazy resale. There's no flight club for bags, but there are these resale places, right? So turns out all these fashion vloggers, right? They film all the shit in their house. They don't make that much money, right? They're not broke, but they're not swimming in it. We're not talking about like millionaires, et cetera. But what they are is selling a lifestyle. A lot of times they get offered like free trips to certain places to promote a hotel, to promote even like a new restaurant, these types of things. These expensive brands will give them bags. They don't have the money to pay for the bags, but you get a free bag from Prada, a free bag from Hermes. Maybe not free bag from Hermes, but like bags from these like super high suits. So they're doing these videos. They're doing it in their apartments. They're in like the windows of their apartments. They're maybe on their balconies. You know where these girls live. It's not that hard. You can see the building that's across the street. Like, it's very easy. They're saying what city they're in. This girl got robbed for $300,000 worth of shit.
Woo!
Okay? They just came into her fucking window from the courtyard in her building while she was gone. She was gone. They knew that she was gone because I think it was like Paris Fashion Week. So they knew that she was at some kind of event.
And she's vlogging and saying where she is.
Exactly. Now, she said she's careful about it. Like, I never say where I am. Like, I will tag a place, but after I've left the place.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing that's really interesting about this is the easiest come up. Because the stuff that these girls have is the most flippable shit on the street.
Yes.
If you get a necklace for $100,000, who you selling that necklace to? Like, you got to find a jeweler. The jeweler's going to go, I know you stole this motherfucking necklace. I'm going to give you 10% of the value. A bag? Right to eBay, make even more money on it.
StockX, whatever the fuck, done.
The watches, all this shit. She had, I think, what was it, $300,000, 300,000 euros worth of shit that was missing. 3 Patek Philippe watches.
That's $500,000.
$500,000.
Patek Philippe watches, get the fuck out. It's the most expensive watch in the world.
Crazy, right? You got a bunch of these bags. She had like a whole bunch of shit that was taken. This is the beginning of this. And the reason this is the beginning is because usually the people that can afford this type of stuff, right? They got security around them. If you got 3 Patek Philippe's, right?
Yeah.
You got security around you. You're moving in a different way. You're in some super expensive building. The thing that's happening right now is these fashion vloggers are getting all this expensive shit that they could never afford.
Yep.
So now they don't have the lifestyle to protect it. If you got $500,000 worth of shit in your house just chilling that can be easily removed and nobody even knows the difference, you just got to come in with a backpack, right? And you have no security. You're not paying for like 24-hour
You can't afford security.
because they can't. These are the marks. These are the perfect setups. This is not Kim Kardashian getting robbed in a hotel. This is the average girl that might be making under 6 figures, right? So she can't afford the protection for all the shit she got in there. And she's displaying all the shit she got constantly. She's on Instagram bragging, yo, here's my new Hermes. And the scammers are just going, oh, word?
Right. You don't even have to case it because like she's showing like, here's my room. Here's the door. Here's where the bathroom is. Like she's showing you everything.
Son, I think this is the beginning, and I think all these people are getting
How
clapped.
did it take so long?
That's a great question.
I mean,
Son,
like,
it's a great question.
we were raised, different generation, no internet, exposing your whole life, no social media. We're raised, don't flaunt your shit, because you'll get robbed. Their whole life is flaunting their shit. How are they not getting robbed? I don't understand how it's not happening all the time already.
Especially when they're not at a level where they can protect the shit they're flaunting.
Yeah.
Because usually if you're paying for something, right? You understand that you have to maintain a lifestyle that can protect that.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you buy a fancy car, you have to have enough money for a garage.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Just kind of like basic knowledge of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or if you, I'm trying to think of another thing. Like
you get a Tesla model from a guy who can't afford one, you put it in a garage. You know what I mean? You know, that's what
Damn,
you do.
bro.
He was.
Damn, bro. That's foul.
Yeah,
that was nice.
You're not coming to Shabbat, bro.
Yeah, you're not invited.
Uninvited.
To Shabbat.
Oh no. Oh no. Where am I gonna get my challah bread? Huh?
Every corner. In the
Yeah,
city.
exactly.
Anyway,
Well, this
it's-
story was happening in 2013. They'd made that movie Bling Ring when the first time you really heard about this was from like when Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan, because they were in this jet set crowd. That's when like the people breaking in. It was the first time you heard that it wasn't like ski mask, like just adult men breaking in. It was like people that
young
were at the
girl
same
and shit.
clubs,
Yeah.
girls. Half of the
Ah.
groups were girls that would party with them, and they would do that.
I have a take on that. I
Go.
think all that shit was fake.
that's possible.
Well, I think
All that shit was
Insurance
fake.
fraud.
Yeah.
insurance fraud. So your point, if this girl that what's happening now,
Yeah.
if you're getting a bag for free,
Mhm.
but then you're insuring that bag and you can get money back from
So-
that.
Mm.
So that's another thing, right? You could easily. She can't sell the shit she gets because then she's going to ruin the relationship she
Mhm.
has with these brands.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you make money off of things you have,
Yeah.
right? Without selling them.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You got robbed.
You can only do this one time. But it's like to me, maybe she's that dumb, but to me, the whole reason you do this is to try to become a 7-figure person. For what you try to ascend to the next level, you can't ever do this again, and you are that person.
But
And
here-
like, how much can you
But
make
if you get a
selling it?
nut though,
Out of sympathy.
But here's the thing. You don't have to do it again, maybe. Now she's the most talked
She's
about
famous.
right?
Yeah.
in that circle. Oh my God, you got robbed. It's like being arrested for a dude is cool. Being robbed for a girl is cool. Like you got so much cool shit that motherfuckers try to rob you.
And maybe the
Yeah,
company
it's a
doesn't.
true crime podcast.
Maybe the company doesn't even care because just saying Patek Philippe here, 600,000 people heard Patek Philippe
The
multiple
companies are through the roof. Our goods are robbable.
times. Yeah.
right.
Like our goods are worth breaking. the
And now, not
law.
only is it seen on her little vlog, now podcasts, our podcasts like us, news outlets,
Mm.
they're all mentioning these brands,
Mhm.
and it's just word of mouth advertising.
But go.
And the brands have sympathy for her, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's give you the newest one of
Yeah.
this and the newest."
And
one
then
of
they
that."
look good,
And she
PR,
got
and that's
her-
another advertisement for
And
them.
she got her insurance money, so now she
Now
just got
she's
the
doubled
bag.
up.
Like, oh, she's good.
Yeah.
That's smart. If she did that.
If that happened. But it's kind of wild though, right? Like, don't you see these girls as potentially the new marks?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, how's it not happen?
You just gotta know how to like seek them out though, because like this girl's audience, I'm sure, is all young female like fashion girls.
Yeah. Like the only reason I know this exists is because of my girl.
right.
Works in fashion.
Whereas like this,
Yeah.
this happens with rappers all the time, where like they're posting about it, but like they're appealing to an audience of people that might be more inclined to steal shit.
Right.
Yeah, and
Whereas-
they flaunt more because they have like a bunch of money around their neck.
Right,
It's
exactly.
way easier to just steal that one thing than to try to
But
go
they're
case
also
somebody's
rolling.
house.
Yeah, they're
with
rolling deep.
security and like if
Not
you
always though.
not always, but if you know if you're going to rob a rapper that talks about how he kills people, you got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even if you think
kill.
he's full of it, he might not be.
True.
You
I don't
even
think
got to
it's-
show up with a gun to these girls' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally just get in the front door and you say, "Give me everything." What they gonna do?
Yeah.
Literally, what are they gonna do?
But like,
Start vlogging?
but like in the hood, for example, a lot of drug dealers get robbed all the time because they're doing something illegal. So it's like they can't go to the cops.
Can't go
Right,
to the
right,
cops.
So I think rappers also kind of, some of them are on the line with things. So it's like they tend to be like, "Oh, I'll deal with it in the streets."
But
I
just
ain't gonna
raw
go
animal
snitch on
fear.
shit like that.
Sorry to-
You can't
Yeah.
snitch because you talk so much shit about how snitches
Exactly.
get stitches. Yeah.
But then it's more risk to go rob these types of people because it's like, oh, hey, if I get you on camera, I'm going to the cops.
No, but I'm saying
immediately.
just raw-
I hear what he's
No.
saying.
Just raw fear, animal fear. If I rob these rappers, it's a thing. In that moment, it's a fucking thing. That's, I think, a more primal fear than, oh, they won't be afraid to go to the cops, blah, blah, blah. I just got to be a little smarter about that. But I'm not getting into a fucking potential shootout if I rob some female vlogger.
True.
You know what I mean?
But it's
And now with the mask, sorry to cut you, but like
Oh, yeah.
you just hop in the back of a cab, pay cash. You got a mask on the whole time, not an Uber, just a cab. Mask
Colored
on the whole time,
contacts,
it's
glasses.
hat, you're good.
still difficult, bro.